Hello, my name is Diane Key. First of all, I want to tell you that I do not have an audience. I had an audience for a Zoom meeting. I did the report. However, I forgot to hit the record button, so none of it was recorded. All my guests are gone now, and so therefore, I'm going to be giving my speech alone. Today, I want to talk about the changes that coronavirus has made. Change is not always bad. In this case, the two places that I want to talk about change is in family and in education. First of all, let me tell you a story. The score was 14-14. My granddaughter was just gotten fouled, so only a few seconds left in the game. She stands at the foul line and she shoots. Well, to most of you all, I understand that that probably doesn't mean a whole lot. But let me give you a little bit of background. I live in Florida. My granddaughter is in Charlottesville, Virginia. I've never gotten to see her play basketball because of the distance. And usually the games are on a Tuesday night. But because of the live screening of their games, I was able to see her play. The coronavirus enabled me to see my granddaughter play. COVID. What is COVID? According to the Pediatric Dermatology Journal, it stated that COVID is a disease caused by the coronavirus. It was discovered in December 2019, hence COVID-19. The coronavirus is similar to the cold, and that's why a lot of the symptoms are the same. In the article, they list the symptoms, they list how it spread, and what we can do to cut down on the spread. To go over some of the symptoms, mild symptoms of COVID virus includes fever, cough, shortness of breath, tenderness, and in some cases, diarrhea. The more severe form includes trouble breathing, chest pain or pressure, confusion, weakness, bluing of the lips and face. How is it spread? It's spread by person to person. It's transmitted through coughing and sneezing, and by touching contaminated surfaces. The way to control and cut down on the spread: clean contaminated surfaces, wear your mask, wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, stay at least 6 feet apart. If you're sick, stay at home. Because of the way that this virus has spread, we have been forced to make changes in our everyday life. First, we were asked to stay at home, closing churches, schools. Only those essential workers was allowed to go to work. Everyone else was to stay home. For kids, this was a field day. It was like a snow day. I don't have to go to school. I can sit up late and play through at night. I can get up when I want to. I can eat when I want to. And I have no homework. Well, according to Elaine Katz, who conducted a survey of 4,000 parents, 70% being women, wanted to find out if the quarantine was a negative or a positive for the family. In her survey, she found out that it was positive, that most of the women felt a closeness with their children because of the time they've had. You have to remember, a lot of this was taken away from us because of our busy lives. We're going to work, the kids are going to school, and all of a sudden, we were back in our homes and we were together. That gave us time to eat with each other, time to talk, time to play. So it created some really good bonds. During that time, we learned how to use what was a tool for business, Zoom. And Zoom allowed us to educate, to have church, and most important, to check in on our family and make sure that our family and friends were okay. And yes, allowed us to watch our children play and be in their lives. Carrie, one of the authors of Parenting Experience Across the Gender and Income Level, the author in Family Relations, stated that COVID pandemic had put parents in a different circumstance that they weren't used to. We had the fear of losing jobs and financial problems. We had to worry about the safety of our children, and we had to worry about taking care of all of our safety. This was a lot for a lot of disadvantaged parents. When this happened, those parents that were working lost their jobs. And the parents that didn't lose their jobs had to work at home. While working at home, their home became an office, a gym, and a classroom, because the parents at that time didn't realize that they were going to become the teachers. As time went on, we realized that we weren't going to be able to go back to school. So the teachers came up with online teaching. Online teaching had been done for older adults, but not for elementary and 9 through K students. This was a chore. The biggest chore was making sure that all the students had the equipment that they needed. A lot of low-income families didn't have access to tablets or computers or even the internet. Once they got these into the children's hands, the children were able to get their education and do what they needed. In closing, 1.16 million children were affected by this virus, 190 countries. During that time, these students were able to receive computers, laptops. Those who didn't have internet received internet. Zoom became a big thing. We were able to learn how to not only have education, but keep in touch with our loved ones. And in the end, yes, my granddaughter missed the shot, but I wouldn't have been able to see that if it had not been for the changes with the virus. Thank you.